everyone, welcome to UTV Guna and our show, the Roaring Gunners from the City of Joy. We're Saturday from the Arsenal Bengal official supporters group. Hi, bro, how are you?
I'm great, man, great. Never been better. Outstanding performances, 3 wins in three, man. So yeah, elated, super elated. Courtesy of my Arsenal. I hope things are going for good. Good. Things are going good for you. How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Really happy with our start to this season. It's really exciting times for us. We're playing so well, we look so confident, and it's been a brilliant start, scoring so many goals, keeping clean sheets. So yeah, let's keep it going. It's only 3 games in, we know, so we've got to take it game by game. We can't get too far ahead of ourselves, but the squad's looking really good and hoping for a really successful season. So let's start with talking about that Bournemouth match. Game on paper, we know we should be winning. It's a promoted team. We are better than them, but still, we know what the Premier League's like. Every match is difficult, but the way we did it was so nice to see. We dominated the match from the start, got 2 early goals, and then cruised to a comfortable 3-0 win. What were your thoughts?
Outstanding performance, again, you are expecting you're expecting everyone is expecting Arsenal to win, and it gets difficult sometimes that it gets into your mind that yeah, we are expected to win here. So but the boys did extremely well in the early stages. I think we basically killed the game in the first 15 minutes with those 2 goals. Again, outstanding performances from Jesus, Odegaard with his 2 goals as well. And then, scoring the third one like in that manner, the way William Saliba scored was, kind of icing on the cake. So yeah, outstanding performance, perfect start to the season. 3 wins in three for the first time since 2004-05 season. We have won the first 3 matches in the league. So great feeling. Very, very happy with the performances of the team. And yeah, it was basically, if I have to say that it was a pretty easy game compared to the other matches that we may have to face in the coming months, because we all know that Bournemouth, they've been just promoted. They don't have that firepower, that quality in the team, but still you have to go there in their stadium and you have to get the job done. We looked comfortable throughout. I think I was expecting a bit 2 more goals, because I thought that when you scored the third goal that we're gonna go on and score a couple of more. You could see that Jesus' goal was given offside, and then I think just both Jesus and Nketiah had 2 chances where they both hit straight to their keeper. So I think it could have been more, but still, I can't get greedy enough. We have got the 3 points that all matters at this very moment, and we do have some 2 or 3 next games which are winnable as well. Fulham, Everton, even Man United away. I think we can get a result out of this. So yeah, may it continue, because the start has been completely contrasting to what it was 12 months ago. Because I remember the darkness that I was in 12 months before last year this time around. So yeah, it's been better, and hopefully we can carry on.
Yeah, for sure. Let's hope we can go on a long run of winning games. We know October's going to be harder though, where we've got North London Derby, Liverpool, and Man City. That's going to be a real test. But now we've got to take it a game at a time and keep our confidence going and build that momentum. So let's talk about the goals. First goal, Gabriel Jesus played a major part in it. What a run that was from him. It's so nice to have a striker like him that can make things happen. He's so lively. He's a complete striker, you say. He's got all assets to his game. And yeah, brilliant from him.
Outstanding, as I say, Gabriel Jesus is a complete treat to watch. And the way he kind of started the move, wriggling past 2 or 3 players and then setting up Martinelli on the outside, and then yeah, it was a it was a simple tap in for Odegaard, but credit goes to Gabriel Jesus for the way he set the things up. And then second goal again, Jesus could have scored the second goal as well. I think Odegaard kind of took it from his laces, and it was perfect as well. And then you just can't stop seeing the third goal of William Saliba. What a finish that was, man! That was completely out, out of out. It was like a bolt from the blue. and which even got the players like Zinchenko and all baffled as well because we have signed this player for defending his a day. How is he scoring goals like that, man? So yeah, very very happy with the manner, the way we have scored goals because you can see a complete different Arsenal team going forward this season what it was in the early part of last season. Even though when we started to win the first two games last season, the game we won against Norwich and Burnley, we were not that convincing in going forward. But this season, it's been a completely different story, and that shows what quality signings can do to you, and also the likes of Martinelli, Saka, the likes of Nketiah. I'll have to give him credit as well. All these players they have evolved, they have improved, and this transformation of Arsenal going forward is something that is a treat to watch, and that is quite outstanding to see, and long it may continue. That what I can hope.
I wanted to ask you about some comments that Ronaldinho made about Gabriel Jesus. He said that when he was at Man City, he wasn't showing the love and given a real opportunity, but now with us, he's going to get this opportunity, and he believes that he can be one of the best players in England and in Europe. Your thoughts?
Of- Absolutely, I can't defer to deny with him because the thing is that Gabriel Jesus was playing mostly under the shadow of Sergio Aguero because if you see Aguero was their paramount player in the Man City squad when he was there, and then Pep Guardiola had many players, the likes of, Gundogan, sometimes Sterling, playing in the false nine. So Gabriel Jesus never got that opportunity, regular opportunity, a series of games that where you won't see that, Jesus getting those opportunities at City there, because most of the games that he played there was either in the cup games or in the or as coming on as substitute. But still, if you see the goal scoring record that he has in City is still quite decent. So yeah, and now at Arsenal, he's the main focal point. He is the player around whom the whole attacking, what should I say? He's the attacking nucleus of us. So yeah, it's definitely I completely agree with Ronaldinho's comments because it's still early stage. I'll have to say, yeah, he has started outstandingly. He has been a complete, what should I say, a complete breeze of freshness in Arsenal's attack, but still there is a long way to go. I won't really comment something like that he's going to be the best player in England, but yeah, I'll be the happiest if he becomes because we all the Arsenal fans, we really want to see Jesus succeed in our colors, and hopefully we're gonna get that. And there is obviously a certain chance that he may because you can see the quality that he's showing at this very moment, and if he can be consistent, if he can be injury free, why not?
Yeah, let's hope so. So I wanted to talk to you about Ben White as well. So played really well at right back. We know it's not his main position, but he's gone in there, and I thought he played much more better in an attacking sense against Bournemouth. He was really trying to get forward, making those overlapping runs, and he played a big part in our second goal.
Absolutely, Ben White. I was not expecting him to start actually. At the start of the season because I was thinking if Tomiyasu is fit, maybe Arteta gonna go with Tomiyasu and may leave White on the bench. But the start that he has had, in the first three games, playing at that right back position, which is not his so-called preferred position in the defense, but he has done exceedingly well. You have to see he has been decent. He was completely in control against the likes of Zaha in the first match, in the second match as well against Leicester. He managed the things quite well, and against Bournemouth, we could see the attacking prowess that he has. So it's been a decent start for White, I'll have to say, and I think Tomiyasu will gonna have to, will have to now earn his place back. I think it's quite no-brainer to think that White is going to be starting in the next couple of games as well, at least, because the way he has performed, there is no point to drop him at this very
Yeah, it's good to see we got the options. So we know that Tini and Tommy Tomiyasu are working their way back to full fitness. Zinchenko and Ben Way have done a great job in there. So it's great to have these options and looking forward now to the Fulham game. Before we get into that one, though, let's just talk a little bit about some of the other fixtures from the weekend. Let's start with Tottenham's win against Wolverhampton. I saw most of the second half in that game, not much of the first half, but it looked like they were struggling to break them down. Then they managed to get that goal through a corner. Wolves had some chances, and in the end, Tottenham held on for a 1-0 win. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, it was scrappy win in the first half. I watched the whole game actually. In the first half, Wolves were definitely the better team, but it's typical Tottenham, isn't it? Playing shit football, but somehow getting a victory, and it's quite important as well. I hate to say, but whenever when you're not playing well, but you're still getting results, it's not a bad sign at all. So yeah, it's a decent victory for them to good 3 points because Wolves played the better football, I think, in the first 45 minutes. Second half, yeah, Tottenham did well, but Wolves could have scored. But in the end, they held on. So yeah, big 3 points for Spurs. And yeah, and then we could see Chelsea getting battered by Leeds as well. So that was a sight of comfort for me because Leeds were outstanding. Make no mistake, they were superb, I think. And then Koulibaly, I think he got the red, isn't it? Isn't he?
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, that depicts the quality of the Premier League. Leeds last season were almost relegated, if you remember it correctly, if I remember it correctly. And now look at what a turnaround a couple of months and new season does. They're beating Chelsea now. So yeah, this is the beauty of the Premier League, and you know, you know, any none or not a single league in this world can match the beauty of it.
Yeah, for sure. So it's good to see Chelsea struggling. Then we also saw that Man City drew 3-3 with Newcastle. That was a great game. Got to give it to Newcastle. They played really well. We know how good Newcastle are these days. We saw what they done to us at the end of last season, played us off the park. They're getting stronger and stronger. We know they got a lot of money there, and they're just going to get better and better investing in the transfer window. So you would say you can't really say it's 2 points dropped. You'd say it was a decent point in the end for City because they did go 3-1 down. Really good game.
Yeah, outstanding game. I watched this match. I watched that match as well. It was outstanding. Newcastle was completely outplaying City in the second half. I think the goal from Trippier was outstanding, and even then it was looking that City may gonna falter. But then again, you could see the quality of the squad when you have the that is what great teams, what champion teams do. Even when they're not getting, when they're not playing, when you think that they're completely down and out, they kind of resurrect and they can you could see two goals in flashes and they were back in level terms. They could have won as well because I think there was a chance when Haaland stretched his foot and should have scored probably but didn't score. So in the end it was a good point for City, but definitely you can see the ascendancy of Newcastle with the money, with the injection of money, and with the influx of the quality players they brought in. So you could see the likes of Sen Maxima, outstanding, Bruno Guimaraes, superb in the defense as well. If you see the additions they have made, it's men, Botman, they're all decent players, and they're going to be a force in the coming years because all the money that is being injected now in their club, and deservedly so as well. They have bigger history than Chelsea and Tottenham. Let's be honest with that. So yeah, it's looking good for the Newcastle fans.
Okay, and yesterday we saw Man United against Liverpool. Man United won that game 2-1. Going into it, both teams had a poor start to the season, especially Man United, having lost 4-0 to Brentford, but they really bounced back, deserved to beat Liverpool. What were your thoughts on that one?
Look, it was a surprising result for me because I was not expecting them to come up with that kind of performance. And to be honest, they did well. The performance of Manchester United was definitely better. But I think Liverpool were absolutely awful. They were not at their 50%, even not 30%, I may say. Look at the way they conceded the goals. Van Dijk in the first goal. He's there, he's just watching, when I'm sorry, not Fabinho, when Milner slid through and Sancho literally poked into an open net because there was no effort of blocking from Van Dijk. Even the second goal as well, you could see, I don't know how the second goal stood because I thought it was offside. I don't know how that was onside. I really don't know, But still, I think Liverpool, you have to give credit to United because they scored the goal, they played better football. But Liverpool, oh my God, they've been awful this season. People were saying that Liverpool and City are way ahead in the pecking order, and other teams will gonna have to catch them up because Liverpool, as you can see, haven't had the best of start, and you can't just say that they have been unfortunate. They have been fortunate to get results because in the Fulham game, they were trailing twice. They had to get back into the game twice. In the Crystal Palace match, they were supposed to lose that as well. And it was only courtesy of a great goal from Luis Diaz that they salvaged a point there. And you could see they got exposed against United. United that was struggling and that conceded 4 goals in the first 30 minutes against Brentford. So yeah, all is not good with Liverpool, I do believe. But yeah, great victory for Manchester United. Their fans will be up. I really hope that they're jumping up and down. And I was actually expecting they're gonna try out that they're gonna win the Champions League. But it's good that they've remembered that they're in the Europa League this season. So yeah, big victory for them and Liverpool. I think Jurgen Klopp will have to get his things straight. I think there's some serious concerns in defending and also the amount of missed passes that they made yesterday. The amount of missed passes from their attacking positions or playing or overplaying the ball when it is not necessary. It was too high. So yeah, disappointing. Liverpool fans must be concerned with the way their team is performing, and for United fans, yeah, they will be getting a lot of boost from this victory, and also from the addition of Casemiro as well because he's a quality player.
That is a really good signing. So it's early days, but we've seen Liverpool struggling, dropped a lot of points already. Man United have dropped points. Chelsea, City have dropped a couple of points now in that last game. Tottenham dropped a couple against Chelsea. We're there at the top of the league. It's nice to see it. I know it's very early days, but it's nice to see us right at the top of the league again after so long.
It feels great, it feels great, but it's still very early days. As I want to say that because we were leading. I remember in the 2013-14 season, I think we were at the top of the table for the majority of the season that season, but again we faltered at the end in crucial stages. But it's true. It's very early to say it. It feels great, but let's be realistic. We are not gonna be the champions, at least, as what I can see, I can say, because you never know. We may, but I'm not one of those Arsenal fans who are gonna boast and we're gonna just say out loud that we are gonna be champions or something like that. Top four is our realistic target. We must get top four. But the thing that we can really aim for now is to get the third position because that is up for grabs. Because if we become third this season, that's an outstanding improvement, and that's the realistic improvement that we can make this season. Because champions or becoming champions is a complete different ball game, and I'm not going to go into that because there's a lot of tests that we have to still pass, and I really personally don't think that we are still at there to be champions or to go that distance throughout the season. But if it happens, oh my God, that will be surreal, isn't it? But so far, it feels good to be top of the table. But let's see what happens in the next
Yeah,
couple of
for
months.
sure. For sure, it's very early days, but they normally say that you have a better idea of how a team season is going to go after like 10 to 12 games. And we know we've got that difficult October coming. So that's going to tell us a lot
Yeah,
by
I
October.
think exactly. I think the October is going to be the litmus test for Arsenal Football Club and this board as well, this manager, because we have to be big in the home game. Liverpool, Tottenham, City, all these teams that who are all a top four contenders at least. I know City and Liverpool are deemed to be the first two boys in the Premier League table, but both City, Liverpool, and Tottenham are going to be among the top four, top five race. So it will be massive the way we perform in those games because in in those sets of games last season we managed only 3 points. We got a victory against Tottenham. We lost against Liverpool and City. But if we can do anything better than that, it will be a bonus. Let's not make any mistake. We lost against United at away at the Old Trafford. We lost against United. So if we can get any result at United in a couple of weeks, in a couple I won't I think it's not 10 days time, it will be great. So yeah, things are looking good, but these are the sorts of matches that we will have to conjure up points because we were struggling in these games last season. We lost at Old Trafford. We lost at the Emirates against the likes of Liverpool and City. But if we can get at least 4 or 5 points from these three games, you can see it helps a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And we're hearing some pundits say that they feel we've got an outside chance to win the league. Looking at it at the moment, it's too soon, we know. But if we can keep that
Absolutely.
momentum, that consistency, and then we're seeing Liverpool are dropping off a little bit, maybe they might not have such a strong season. City do still look very strong, but there is an outside chance that we could do maybe not win the title. It's way too soon to be talking like that, but we could maybe have an outside chance of challenging for it.
Absolutely. I think challenging for title if, with 7 or 6 games to go, and if we're still in the mix of winning, in the league title challenge, that's outstanding for us, isn't it? Because I'm not gonna go that far and say that yeah, we have a good chance now after winning 3 games. Yeah, Liverpool are struggling, yeah, City are struggling, maybe Chelsea, having some poor results, and but it's not like that. If we are in the mix of that race, come in the March or April, we will be more than happy. But if it's up for grabs, definitely we're gonna take it. But I really doubt that we do have that quality to go, in the long distance because I do still feel that we do lack in some areas, especially in the number 6 position. Because if there is an injury to Thomas Partey, because then we are going, we are back with likes of El Neni and Lokonga and maybe Xhaka putting, given his old role back. So yeah, there are certain areas of vulnerability among in our squad, and I really don't think that it is possible to fill all the gaps because we have filled up some gaps in the areas like striker, in the left back, we have filled up the gap in the midfield area, attacking midfield area, brought in Fabio Vieira, and maybe if we get the likes of, we are having a lot of talks about Pedro Neto or any other winger to back up Bukayo Saka, yeah, then this is a great window for us. But still, I do believe there is a void in the number 6 role that can be crucial. Because if Thomas Partey gets injured, then we are back deja vu, and that can cost us. So I won't go that far that we are gonna be challenging, we are gonna be winning the league or something like that, or we are the dark horse to win the league. It's not like that. Let's be realistic. Let's take it game by game, and we're gonna see if we are consistent enough, if we get the results, if we show the grit, the quality, the resilience in the away games against against the top clubs like Liverpool and City, and definitely we can. But I'm not gonna go and say that yeah, there is a definite chance of us to win the league this season.
Yeah, no, it's way too soon to be saying that. But yeah, that's like I say, it's just nice to see us up there at the top of the league, playing well, confident. Let's take it game by game and see how it goes. So on to the next game, Fulham. First thing I want to ask you is in terms of a lineup. So we know that there's going to be 2 games because we got the midweek game against Aston Villa. So there's going to be 2 games in a short space of time. This is the time where maybe Arteta might look for some squad rotation. What would you look to do against Fulham? Would you keep it unchanged or would you make some changes?
I'll keep it unchanged because I've seen Fulham because Fulham have been decent this season because last couple of seasons when they got promoted and they went straight back in the championship, the squad was a lot weaker. But this season, you can see the definite the man that has made the difference is Alexander Mitrovic. Mitrovic was with them in the past couple of times they got promoted as well, but he was not as lethal a striker as he is now at this moment. And they have had some decent players as well, like the Palini, and also you can see Leno as well in the mix as well. So they have a decent enough squad. So I think we're not gonna take them lightly, and I'm gonna go with the same team. I'm gonna go with the same squad with the likes of White and all. Maybe you can take off some players in the 60th minute if things are going well, because now you are allowed to to substitute 5 players. So there is a certain luxury for the managers in that section, that where if they're looking to rest some players before the midweek games and all. But I think start with the same squad, get 2 or 3 goals in the first half, kill the game completely. Then you can make the changes. Then you can see. Then you can see. Then you can afford to take off the likes of Jesus and Saka and put on maybe an Nketiah or a Nicola Pepe, or I won't say Nicola Pepe, or maybe Emil Smith Rowe. And same goes with the defense. Maybe you can take off the likes of Saliba and give Raul Holding a game. Take off White, give Tomiyasu some game time. So yeah, that can be done, but start with the strongest squad that you have and the team that is winning. That will be my thought.
Okay, what's your quick score prediction?
I didn't I say 3-0 against Bournemouth?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with man 3-0 again. I'm gonna go with 3-0. Perhaps 3-1. Maybe 3-1, but I'm gonna be tilting more toward 3-0.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the other games coming up this weekend. So get some quick score predictions for you. Southampton are playing Manchester United.
Southampton, I think they've been poor this season. They haven't been that good. Southampton, I'm gonna go with a draw. Southampton 1, United 1.
Okay, Chelsea are playing Leicester.
2-0 Chelsea. 2-0 Chelsea.
Okay, Liverpool and Bournemouth.
4-0. Man, Bournemouth are unlucky. Bournemouth are going to be the they're gonna get battered. I can see that they're getting battered, completely battered. I feel for them. I feel for Bournemouth and their supporters because after the result of what happened yesterday, I think they are going to be completely battered, because it's helter skelter time for Liverpool, because the start has been absolutely abysmal from their side. Draw against Fulham, draw against Crystal Palace, losing a completely depleted side like Manchester United, who have had all the problems and all the things, because people are expecting them to win, and 2 points or 2 points only already, 5 points gap between them and City, 7 points between them and us. So yeah, I think they're going to batter Bournemouth, because they'll be coming all guns blazing.
Okay, Manchester City are playing Crystal Palace.
Patrick Vieira. I do have faith in Patrick Vieira, and he has done well. He has done well for Palace, since he has come, and I really I think Crystal Palace are the only team that I think they beat City at Etihad last season. I don't know. I think they beat City at Etihad
Yes,
last
sir, it
season,
did.
and you can see the changes that he has made. It is quite visible since the arrival of Vieira that this team runs more. This team plays with a real purpose as well. I maybe a draw, maybe a draw. I don't know, but I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw, 2-2 draw.
Okay, and Nottingham Forest are playing against Tottenham.
Forest 1, Tottenham 0.
That would be great, Common Forest. Okay, so just to finish with, I wanted to ask you about the last couple of episodes of All or Nothing documentary on Amazon Prime. What were your thoughts?
Oh, it was an anticlimax, isn't it? Because how it could have been if had we qualified for the Champions League, it could have been a perfect ending, isn't it? Because it was everything in the making, to get us the Champions League there. But then, you could see the passion, you could see the frustration of Arteta when he didn't, especially after the loss against Newcastle. He was clearly upset, and the players were as well, to their credit as well. So yeah, it's been a decent documentary. I was skeptical about it, but yeah, I kind of like some bits of it, because especially when the things, the revelations of Aubameyang situations and all these things that have been come into light, because we were all blaming Arteta and Edu for his departure, but now we saw that when he was supposed to train you could see he went out. So there have been many things that have come into light, and also the fight between Lacazette and Cedric. I don't know what that exactly was, because what Cedric was thinking, because I think a punch of Laka can floor him. So yeah, it's been a decent documentary. It's just disappointing that we couldn't get the Champions League last season, but yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. I won't lie.
Yeah, it was nice for us to see the things that we wouldn't normally get to see, that the training ground before the games, halftime, after the game. So it was nice as fans to see these different aspects of what happens behind the scenes. And unfortunately, like you say, it was a very disappointing end, but that was then. Now we've started so well. It's positive times for us. Let's hope that it's going to be a really good season. As I was saying, game by game, on to Fulham now. Let's get that win. And I look forward to speaking to you about it next week. Thanks so much for your time, bro.
Thank you, man. Appreciate, coming to your channel, and we are very happy, because I really hope that we get the victories in the coming next two matches, because those next two matches are completely winnable, and then we going to go to face United with 5 wins in 5 games. So that will be outstanding. So yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, bro, it's exciting times for us. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share.